My name is Micah. I used to be a spy for King Herod. It wasn't always easy, but I had a pretty good life. I got to travel, eat exotic food, living on an expense account, and then one day when I was checking in with my handler, I got some bad news.
Micah, someone put a burn notice out on you. You're blacklisted. It's over.
When you get burned, you've got nothing. No cash, no credit, no job history. You're stuck in whatever town they decide to dump you in.
You've been exiled to Bethlehem. Don't even try to leave. If you do, Herod might not think you appreciate his generosity.
So you do whatever work comes your way. You rely on anyone who will still talk to you. An ex-girlfriend who's got issues.
Since they won't reason with you, I say we stab them or set them on fire.
Or an old friend who used to inform on you to the Romans.
It's nothing personal, Micah. You know spies. Just a bunch of snitchy little whiners.
Or family, if you're desperate.
Micah, would it kill you to come by and visit every once in a while? I had to tell people you were dead, just so I wouldn't be embarrassed.
The bottom line is, as long as you're burned, you're not going anywhere. You just wish you were. Mom, these tables are fine.
Well, hello to you too, Micah.
Hello, Mom. How are you?
Now that you've asked, I've been better.
Do I want to know why?
Not that you care, but it's this census. It's made a mess of everything. People moving around all over the place, so they can be counted in their family's hometown. It's good for business, but a little too good, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm sure having the info every night and a steady stream of cash must just be awful for you.
I don't expect you to understand, Micah, but you could have the courtesy to at least pretend to care.
You're right, I could. But I think we should manage expectations. I've got other business to take care of, Mom. Which one's giving you trouble?
I think it was that one.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
Well, maybe it was that other one.
This one's solid, too.
That's funny. I could have sworn one of them was loose. Or wobbly. Oh well, never mind. But since you dropped by,
Since you asked me to come by.
I was wondering if you could do me a favor. I know some people who need help.
Look, I've got some things I was working on. I really don't have time for this.
It won't take but a few minutes. They just need that special kind of help that you can provide. You know, those little side jobs you've been doing.
I don't know what you're talking about, Mom.
There were those bandits just outside of town, the ones harassing those shepherds.
They had a little wagon accident, that's all. They got to the river and couldn't stop, so everybody went for a swim.
And that guy selling myrrh down by the school.
Tragic chariot accident, Mom. Brakes failed and hit a wall.
What about the tax collector over on the south side? The one who was extorting business owners for kickbacks? I know they hired you to talk to him. That wasn't an accident.
What can I tell you, Mom? The brakes on his house failed.
They seem to happen an awful lot when you're around.
I don't know what to tell you.
Then tell me you'll listen. Now, I asked you to come by this morning so the three of you could talk.
This morning, but
He'll be here any moment, Micah. Just do me this one favor.
one favor? Do I have a choice?
Well, I suppose you could break your old mother's heart again. And here they are. Come in, come in. Micah, this is Joseph and Mary from Nazareth in Galilee. Joseph and Mary, this is my son Micah from...
I've moved around a lot, but I'm from here for now. Have a seat. No need to stand.
I'm sure you three have a lot to talk about. Do you need me to do anything else for you, Micah?
Anything else? Yes, as a matter of fact, I need you to go over to the inn on Joppa Road, find Sam and Fiona, and send them here.
The inn on Joppa Road? I don't know, Micah.
Trust me, you'll be fine. It's the least you could do, really.
Oh, all right.
So, my mother tells me you're having some sort of problem.
Are you sure it's safe?
Safe from what?
I don't know.
I don't know either. You're going to have to be a little more specific.
Okay, I know this is going to sound a little paranoid.
I specialize in paranoia, Joseph. Just tell me what's going on.
People are looking for us.
We first noticed it while we were on the road to Nazareth. We heard stories about a group of foreigners looking for us. Well, we think it's us.
They're looking for a baby, or a couple who are about to have a baby, and they're looking in and around Bethlehem.
Well, with the census thing, there were probably a lot of new babies around, and women who were, like you.
There's motive. They say they're looking for a king.
Okay.
That's right.
And that baby king would be... Oh, okay. Now, look, I don't know how you know King Herod, and I don't want to know. But if you're carrying his son, then,
It's not like that.
seriously, you don't want to have anything to do with the heir to the Herod's throne. He'll kill you for looking at him sideways. He'll kill you for thinking about looking at him sideways. Having an heir puts a big fat target on your back and the baby's.
I tell you, it's not like that. The son Herod bears is not his.
And then I'm confused. You've got strangers asking around after you, but it's not because you're carrying an unwanted heir to the throne. It seems to be the problem, bud.
Does it matter? We've done nothing wrong. These men are looking for us. I'm afraid they will find us. Then I don't know what will happen.
Well, if I'm going to help you, I need to know everything. Know why these foreigners are looking for you will help me figure out how to deal with them.
I am pregnant with the Messiah, and somehow these foreigners know about it. It's the only explanation that makes sense.
Messiah?
The great deliverer, the Savior.
And this is the explanation that makes sense to you?
It does, because it's the truth. Many months ago, back in Nazareth, my wife received a visit from one of God's messengers. He told her that she would become pregnant with the Messiah, although no man had ever known her.
Okay, that's enough. It's not my place to judge. If this is what you believe and what the foreigners believe, then it doesn't matter what I believe. Sooner or later, they're going to find you, and we can all be pretty sure that Herod will find out. And everybody's going to take a trip to Herod's playroom while he figures out what to do with you. I can't let that happen to a couple kids like you.
Does that mean you'll help us?
Yeah, just don't let the word get around, okay?
I don't know how to thank you, sir.
No. We'll figure out something. It's going to take me a little while to throw this together, but in the meantime, we've got to get you two out of sight. You're staying at the inn?
Yes, your mother was able to get us a nice room.
Well, you're out of there. I want you two to disappear, so no room at the inn. If I could, I'd put you on the first caravan in Timbuktu, but that's not going to happen. So we do the next best thing. We go underground, literally.
What do you mean?
There's a stable below the inn. It's a cave dug in the hill, out that door, and down the slope. It's warm, it's dry, and it's out of the way. Perfect for you two.
You think that's necessary?
I do. Don't go back to your room for your stuff. I'll have my mom bring it out for you. Got it?
Got it. Come on, Mary.
And don't you two worry about a thing. It's all going to work out.
Those your clients?
Yeah, Joseph and Mary. Nice kids. Travel all the way from Nazareth to be counted. We're pretty sure they could have saved the census taker the trouble since they're going to be dead by the end of the week.
As bad as that, Micah?
Worse, they're being followed by some foreigners that I'm pretty sure are spies for Herod. I know he used to hire mercenaries when he didn't trust his own people to do the job.
They're being followed by mercs for King Herod? Geez, Micah, with a life expectancy like that, why'd you take them on as clients?
They seem like nice kids, but they're under their minds and out of their league. They think she's carrying some sort of king sent by God. Crazy or not, I hate to see him do the slow roll over at Herod's barbecue. Who needs your help?
Would you like us to find these mercenaries and arrange an accident? I think we could hide a body or two without much difficulty. What with all the people moving through here?
No. We kill them, and all that happens is more of them show up.
Then we killed them, too.
Nobody's killing anybody, V. Let's just take it down a notch, okay?
A bad fall, then? They could fall down some stairs and it wouldn't be anything fatal, just enough to break their legs and maybe an arm or two.
No, V.
Fall upstairs, then? That's a nice twist.
No, V. No broken bones, no accidental fires, no mysterious building collapses or rock slides.
Food poisoning? We found out where these mercenaries are staying, and then...
No, the same reasoning applies.
Then what do you want us to do, Micah? Hunt them down and yell, tag, you're it.
No, I was thinking something a little different. You remember 5 years ago in Caesarea, his brothers from Babylon?
The Myrrh Porters? How could I forget you? Oh, I get it. The old good cop, crazy cop routine.
With a twist, but yeah, that's it.
Then what do you want us to do?
Just about your old gear.
Do you think I'd get rid of it?
I was hoping not. We're going to need it to take a look at it. V,
Yes, Micah?
I want you to find these mercenaries and follow them. Let us know where they are and stick with them. Nothing else. No unfortunate accidents, No spontaneous combustion. Got it?
I understand, Micah. I just don't know why you want to waste my talents.
Let's just say I want things to be quiet. I figure one night's work and it'll all be done. How bad could it be?
Oh my God, you're cute when you're optimistic.
And that's how I ended up here. Where is this again?
Bethlehem. Bethlehem in Judea. That is a remarkable story, miss.
Oh, pish tosh, it was nothing. I'm sure your story is just as interesting. Balthazar, is it?
Yes, that's right. And as a matter of fact, we have come a long way.
Balthazar.
You might say that my friends and I have come far. We come from...
Balthazar,
What is it, Gaspar?
Ixnay on the apple tray.
What I was just...
Gaspar's right, Balthazar. We don't know who this girl is. For all we know, she could be a spy.
Oh, I doubt that. She's hardly that smart.
Spies comes in all shapes and sizes, Balthazar. You should know that.
You fear shadows and shrink from everything.
With good reason. We are strangers in a strange land. Never forget that.
Say, that's an awful nice candle you have there. Dromedary, right? Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought. Sure would be a shame if it caught fire. Excuse me? Oh, what? Oh, never mind. Just sort of a random thought. Oh, look, company. Can I help you, good gentlemen?
Well, that depends. We hear there's some strangers here in town asking questions.
No strangers here, Centurion. Just people you haven't met yet. That's what I was saying to my friends here. It's like we've known each other forever, but they're really from... Where did you say you were from?
Didn't say.
So, what's it like back in Didn't Say?
What?
We don't like Didn't Say, and we don't like strangers coming into town asking a lot of questions. Is that clear?
Whoa there, good fella. No need to get all wound up there, Mario. You have to excuse my friend here. He's been here for a long time, working security for Caesar Augustus, and he takes it all personally when someone comes in and tries to upset the apple cart. You understand?
Good sir, I assure you, we are not here to upset the apple cart or anything else.
See that? We're all friends here, good fella. Just a little misunderstanding. Everything's gonna be okay, Mario.
You certainly don't intend to cause any problems.
Now that's just what we like to hear. You know, you had us wondering, strangers. The word on the street is that you folks rolled into town a few days ago and started asking a lot of questions. And that makes us a little nervous, especially Mario here.
We meant no harm, Centurion. Honestly, we were just here because...
Because we're sort of a sabbatical. We're scholars out learning about new lands and new people.
And where would your old lands be?
Beg your pardon?
Next time I do that, it's going to be with one of your hands. Now, one of you better start talking, because I've had it with you people playing dumb.
We're not playing Century. We're just confused.
We weren't expecting it to be this hard.
Expecting what to be this hard?
Finding the new king. What? I'm just trying to be honest here.
I thought you said you were studying the night sky or something. Not that I know these men. They're total strangers.
We are, or we do anyway. We've been following a sign in the sky and it led us to this place.
Perhaps you've seen it. The bright star that rises or knows a star I've never seen before. And it seems to move in the sky. Based on the constellation where it first appeared, and on some ancient Hebrew prophecies, you believe that this is the sign of the new king, born to the land of Israel, but sent here to lead all men.
You know, for wise men, you're not being very bright. Even talking about a new king here is liable to be dead.
So we are learning. But what we were to do. An event like this is so unprecedented. This child is very special, and my friends, I have come all this way to honor him. Only we can't find him.
You know what? I think they're lying. I think they're up to no good sneaking around asking questions. They're just afraid they're going to get in trouble. And they are, by the time we're done with them.
We...
That's right, that'll take you all the way home.
Centurion, Mario, is it? May I speak with you a moment, privately?
kind of in the middle of something here.
Let's talk privately. I have a question I always wanted to ask a centurion.
Don't try to sneak away or else.
What do you mean, Roman?
Okay, Pete, what's this about? You're just about ready to break. 5 more minutes and then be catching the first caravan at a time.
Maybe not, but there's something you should know.
Mikey, didn't you say that those kids from Nazareth thought their kid was some kind of king or something?
That's what they were saying. Why?
Listen, boys, you need to know.
Doesn't that seem a little strange to you? They think their baby's a king, and these guys are here looking for a new king?
Every pot has a lid, Samuel. Kings, even King wannabes have followers.
Yeah, but this king's not even born yet. Doesn't that seem a little odd? I'm just saying.
Hey, remember me?
What?
What?
How good is your cover, boys?
Why?
There.
As I was trying to tell you, once the foreigners started talking about kings and such, one of the patrons left rather suddenly. I'm pretty sure she's an informer for King Herod.
Great.
You there. Stand and identify yourselves.
I am Melchior. This is Balthazar and Gaspar. We are travelers from the east, scholars.
Scholars, huh? Then you should have been smart enough to announce yourself at King Herod's court before you started spying on this subject.
Spying? There's been no spying.
Not to mention incitement to treason. No, you don't seem very smart to me.
Captain, what's the meaning of this?
This is King Herod's business, Centurion. No concern of yours.
We were questioning these men.
And you may question them again. Just come by King Herod's palace in Herodium and make your report. We'll let you question them if they still have tongues. After all, we wouldn't want to interfere with imperial business.
As you say, Captain, this is imperial business. Leave the strangers and we will bring them to you after we're done.
They're mine now. We'll take them to see the king and let him decide what happens to them. Come along, you.
As you
Listen to me. I don't know who or what you are, but I have a feeling you're not what you seem to be. Help us. Help us find the king. We must see him. We mean no harm.
Dude, that is the least of your worries right now.
Come along now. There's no help for you.
I don't know, Mikey. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm afraid so.
Why can't I ever be simple?
You know what's simple? Fire. Fire is simple.
Well, you may just be right.
Until Emperor Augustus, in closing, please be advised that this personal issue is being dealt with even as we speak. A plan to repay the tax revenues that were lost is being negotiated now. Sincerely, your loyal servant, Herod I. Get that off on the next Roman ship out of Caesarea here. I want Caesar Augustus to have it before he finds out about the tax shortfall on his own, and decides to send his own men snooping around. Got it?
Yes, Your Highness.
Well, run along, sweetheart. I see I have visitors.
Grr. Yes, Your Highness.
I like that woman. What's her name?
Paramni, Your Highness. She's your cousin.
Right. You're on it, eh? Change it to something less like my first wife's name and let her know we're getting married. I anticipate an opening around the first of the next month. That shrew I'm married to now has been gossiping about me. She's about to have an accident.
Indeed, Your Highness. Shall I reserve the mourners?
No, she's not that popular. It will be a small private funeral. Some jugglers would be nice, though.
I'll speak to your accountants.
That's good, man. Oh, a bear. A dancing bear.
I'll arrange everything, Your Highness.
Nothing too flashy, though. We don't want this to be in bad taste.
Heaven forbid, Your Highness. It will be tasteful as always. By your leave, Your Highness.
Go on, you what's to do. So, what have we here, Captain? I thought the vagrant cleanup was scheduled for next week.
They're not vagrants, Your Majesty. They're the spies we've been hearing about.
Spies? Well then, we've been waiting for you, gentlemen.
But we're not spies, Your Majesty.
We are simple scholars, Your Majesty, here on a journey of exploration and discovery.
Oh, I believe you. You're going to discover many things about yourself before we're through.
We mean no harm. We mean harm to nobody. I assure you.
No harm, really? Your friends have this So it's true. You come to my kingdom and you preach. You talk to my subjects and you preach about some usurper to my throne, and you have the gall to claim you're harmless?
Your Highness, it's not like that.
We're not preaching. We're just asking questions.
Innocent questions. Innocent questions? Innocent questions? Let me tell you how it is, stranger. I am a Eudamian. Do you know what that means?
Not exactly.
It means my ancestors converted to Judaism by force a long time ago. And it means that most of my loyal subjects look at me as an outsider. It means they hate me and they plot against me at every turn. They taunt me and laugh at me behind my back at any excuse. I've built wonders for them, and they still despise me.
I had no idea.
So I must be on guard every day, every hour, every moment I must be on watch, because I never know where the next plot is being hatched, or which of my family member or friends is plotting against me. I don't have the time to worry about foreigners, too.
We certainly meant no harm, Your Highness.
I have killed too many family members to let a bunch of foreigners come in and try to bring me down. I've only got two things in this life, my crown and my throne, and I don't give them up for anybody.
Then maybe the best thing to do would be for us to leave.
Leave? Do you hear that, Captain? He thinks they should leave.
Your Highness, before this gets out of hand, I think you should know that we are all tenured scholars in a good standing at the University of Mesopotamia, and if we don't return,
Oh, you're going back to Mesopotamia. Never fear. The question you have to ask yourself is in how many pieces? We're going to find out why you're spying on me and who's behind it. You're going to be very anxious to tell me everything I want to know. Gentlemen, say hello to my little friend. You, right-handed or left-handed?
Beg your pardon, Your Highness?
We're starting with you. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm ambidextrous, sir.
Fine, swordsman choice. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a traitor by the toe. Remind me, the next one we start with the toes. Now where was I? Roger said to take the very best one, that is you. Now, you may feel a little sting.
Fire! There's a fire in the royal stables.
What did you say?
There's a fire in the royal stables. I don't know how it happened. It just started all of a sudden.
But how?
I think I saw your son running away from the stables just after it started.
Nancy Potter, I knew that boy was up to no good. You're with me.
Yes, sir.
Captain of guard,
Sir,
I want you outside the door. Don't let anybody in or out till I return. Least of all these three. I've got plans for them.
yes, sir.
Nancy Potter, Daddy's coming for you.
I'll be right out there. Don't try anything.
you wouldn't dream of it.
Alright, well, that's about a 20 cubit drop. Maybe if we tied our ropes together.
We can get to the bottom. Naked.
I didn't say it was a perfect plan.
Wasn't plan at all. Just like this whole trip. I could have been staying home.
And what, there's a once in a lifetime, a once in a thousand lifetimes chance to see a miracle, to see a prophecy fulfilled?
But guess what? Now we got an end to all the lifetime chance to spend the night with a psychopath. The only miracle I care about now is getting me out of here with all the fingers and toes got in me. That is looking so good.
Don't be so worried, Gaspar. Miracles still happen.
Oh, please. Miracles.
Jupiter, I think I broke my hand.
Well, the next time you decide to punch somebody in the head, go for their face, not the helmet. Now, on the other hand, you did drop them. That was pretty impressive.
Thank you. That was something, wasn't it?
You came for us.
It seemed like the right thing to do. Now, the Virgin's not going to hold Herod's attention for long, so we need to get going. Come with us if you want to live.
Living is good.
It is, so let's go.
But wait, why did you come for us? And who are you?
We're just a couple of guys who want to help. And something about your story is actually making sense. But none of that's going to matter if you don't get out of here now.
Halt, in the name of the king, all 10 of you. You kind of look familiar.
I And you look like you're going to take a nap. Gentlemen, the clock is dripping. It's time to go.
Nice work.
Yeah, but I started it for
And
you.
I finished it.
We can have the argument about who's better when we're done, but we've got to go now.
Where are we going?
A place I know. It's safe and you might get to see your king.
Stop in the name of the king.
There you are. I've been worried sick about you. Did the taverns on Jump Road finally close? Don't not now me, Micah. I'm your mother. I get to worry about you when you do the kinds of things you do and associate with the kinds of people you do.
And what kinds of people are that?
People who live in the underbelly of society. No offense, dear.
Well, how could I possibly take offense to that?
She's not wrong, you know.
So, are you going to tell me what's happening and who these people are?
It's a little complicated. Are those Galileans still here?
In the stable, as far as I know. He was up here a while ago. He thinks she was in labor. What?
Those are others. Mom, Magi, Mom. These are the people who've been asking about your guests.
And you brought them here?
Like I said, it's kind of complicated.
And we are scholars from the East. We are here because Balthazar is a student of your people's prophecies, and he knows that a great king has been promised to you, a savior, a teacher, a Messiah, who will be born in Bethlehem.
He is sent by God to lead men from their own path to God's path. He is a part of God's plan for all humanity.
And not long ago, Gaspar discovered the great sign in the sky. It was a brilliant light shining there none had been before, symbolic of the new light of God being cast into the darkness, and his place in the sky heralds the birth of this promised king. Now, this season, perhaps this very day, for it grows brighter still.
So we combined the prophecy and the sign in the sky, and we knew that something wonderful must be happening. Something beyond our experience, maybe even beyond our understanding. So we have come in search of it, so that we might learn.
But Micah, do you really think this is about that young couple?
It does sort of add up that way. Look, when you introduced us, they told me that a messenger from God had told them that the girl was carrying the Messiah. And now this. I find enough operations to know what one looks like when it's going down.
But they're not royalty. You've seen them, Micah. They're young and scared. How could they have anything to do with this?
And yet, it seemed that they do. Did we mention this as a special king?
There's nothing special about these two. I'm sorry, but there just isn't. There's kind of well Fiona here.
Again? Really?
Excuse me? May we interrupt?
Are you by yourselves?
Of course.
Or are you followed?
Followed by whom?
I'm gonna take a quick look-see, just to be sure.
Watch yourself.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but we're kind of in the middle of something here.
I'm sorry, sir, but it won't be but a minute. It's been an awfully long night, and we just want to know.
No, what?
Is this where the Savior has been born?
What do you mean?
It's kind of hard to understand.
After everything else tonight, try me.
Okay. We were tending our sheep tonight, sleeping in the fields. I was awake, watching while the others slept. So I was looking at it when it happened. One of the stars suddenly grew from a speck of light to a glowing shape of the size of a man. The shape flowed and changed until it became a man, hanging in the air above me. I threw myself on the ground and lay before it, trembling, and then the man said, "Peace be unto you," and I was at peace. I looked up at him, tried to speak, but couldn't. And in the silence he said, "I bring you good news of great joy for everyone. The Savior, the Messiah, the Lord has been born tonight in Bethlehem, the city of David. You will recognize him when you find a baby lying in a manger wrapped in swaddling clothes."
A baby. Lying in a manger.
Like in a stable.
Shush.
And then the sky was full of shooting stars, and the stars turned to angels. They began to sing, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and peace on earth to all whom God favors." And then they were gone, and the night was still again, except for the stirring in our hearts. Say it loud.
And we knew we must come to Bethlehem at once to find him.
Wow, that's quite a story, Mom.
A baby lying in a manger, huh?
We looked everywhere, but then our hearts led us here.
Well, I think they led you to the right place. You'll find your stable in a cave on the side of this hill. There are a man and a woman staying there, and by now there may very well be a baby.
They're clean, Mikey. No tail.
May we see him?
Yes, please, may we see him?
Certainly. I want to see this myself.
So, Mikey, any idea what all this is about?
Not a clue.
You me both, brother. But I think we did something good tonight.
We're just doing what we do.
Oh, I don't know, Mikey. I have a funny feeling that this is exactly what we were meant to do.
He's right, Micah. Think about it. If you hadn't gotten burned a few years ago, you would have been working the other side of this case, and who knows what would have happened.
So this was all part of some plan? Who can find that far ahead?
God knows.
You know, Mikey, I'm just an old soldier, but I think she may be onto something.
She made it that. Let's see what all this fuss is about. Maybe there's something else we can do.
You know, Parad's not going to be too happy when you figure out what's going on.
Then perhaps we need to set him on fire.
No.
Stand it?
No.
A slip and fall in the tub then. Just a tragic accident.
No. But we'll figure something out.
We'll just do.
Seems like such a waste.
When you're a spy, the first lesson you learn, if you like breathing, is that you have to plan your operation right down to the last detail. And the second lesson you learn is that nothing ever goes as planned. Almost nothing.